So the second part of this restore and rebuild of the buggy will be cleaning the frame down. We're just going to use some wet wipes really at this stage, just to take the worst of the frame down, because we don't actually have any water in the unit here. I'll clean the frame down, clean the seat up, fix this seat here because it's got this faulty bolt on the handle, and then we'll get it ready for Amorite. We'll take you through that, just to tidy wee bits and pieces up that have got rust on them. We don't want to completely paint the frame. We just want to tidy up the bits and pieces. So let's get into this, and we'll put it on a bit of a time lapse so you're not kind of hanging around forever. This part of the process, we're really just using a wet wipe just to clean all the debris away from the metal, and then when it's suitably clean, drying it down with a microfiber towel, and that's getting it more or less prepped ready for the metal paint. If you haven't seen part 1 of this video, it'd be a good idea to watch that, because we show the buggy being stripped down component by component. If you have a repair to do yourself, it gives you an idea of where to start. Happy to develop more in-depth parts of that. If anybody wants to comment down below for something that they'd want to see repaired, we can do that. The seat on this buggy had no rips or tears to repair. It was just a matter of cleaning it down. Some wet wipes. I took the bracket off the back that holds the bag just to be able to do the deep cleaning and the repair on that later. But this seat pretty much needed nothing. It was ready to go. So crack on to this and get on to the next part. Missing screw from there, so we'll just fix that screw up, and that'll tighten that frame up for us for that. And I'll see if I can find a strap. If I can find a strap for the top of that. So that's a bag strap fitted. It has a Velcro side, so you can bring your bag around, put the Velcro on, and then you pull that to tighten. So let's get this back on the seat. And that's the seat complete. Upper bag strap fitted, and that's ready just to be put straight back onto the completed buggy. So we'll set this aside for now and get on with the next bit. This part of the frame has a couple of functions. It helps support the nuts that hold the motor and gearbox onto the buggy, but it also supports the lower bag bracket. See the two holes just in the centre. That's where the nuts and bolts go through, just the bag bracket on there. So again, it just gives us a bit of a clean and get it ready for painting. So you can see in the tops here, it's a little bit rusty in here, so we're going to have to rub this down with emery, and these will get a coat of paint to do that. There's a bit of a bend in this arm, so we're going to try and put a bit of a bar on here and straighten this out. So there we go. So that's nice and straight, ready for reassembly. These are the four spacers that we talked about before, and these are designed for the smaller battery. As we're putting the bigger batteries in this buggy, these will not be needed. So we'll just put these in the bin. These two U-shaped brackets hold the motor and gearbox up to the bottom of the frame. They just straddle the rubber that you'll see on the motor and gearbox on the left. Just give them a bit of a clean up, touch them up with paint, and they're good to go. Get these cleaned up, and after, like new. So as I did say in the previous video, this is chromed. There is a bit of rust on this, so I wouldn't want to try and re-chrome this. So I'm just going to paint this black. It's just a front bumper, and it'll match in with the black for the rest of the trolley, so that'll not be too bad. I'm not a big lover of these ball and card holders, so we're going to remove this one. It's 2 bolts and nuts, and if the customer wants it back on, we can put it on for him when he purchases the buggy. This section here actually has a rubber that's missing from this side, so we'll have a look and see whether it's worth putting this back on. We might do something different. It's a bit bent here as well. You can see there that part's actually bent, so we'll have to decide if that's going back on or not. So this is the back and front frame, and we've cleaned these up ready for painting. There's little bits of rust in some of these wear areas. I'd like to tidy up the little bit of rust just around those joints, and you can see the little bits of rust just in there. This is the other frame components that have all been cleaned up. And again, there's just a few wee areas here that I'm going to tidy up. I'm going to give this a coat of black paint. There's an area there in this joint here, so I want to give that a coat. So these areas here, I'm going to give them a coat, and on that back frame there's a couple of areas there, so we'll get these painted, and that's going to do it for this video. The next video, gonna get all of these plastics cleaned up. We're not going to be able to do that here. I'm going to take these away to clean these up, bring these back like new, where we can get a power hose at them, and then we will be able to start to assemble all of these pieces. That's the seat and the back part that we did there. And we get all these pieces assembled. Oh, of course, mustn't forget, we've got to get this motor cleaned up. We're going to wire brush this, take the brushes out, get a new cover for here, replace the brushes, get this motor running, and get all this built back up again. Okay, catch you in the next one.